Starting on the pole, it's going to be the Henryville, Indiana, number 17 of Shane Slider. Outside, it's going to be the number 44, the Melton Insurance Rockford, Michigan driver. It will be Scott Melton. Starting in that third position, it will be the number 69 machine. This will be the Kimmel Racing Stable from Prospect, Kentucky. It will be Brian Rose. And rolling off fourth, it was a 4 invert from Huntingburg, Indiana. It will be the Kemp Excavating, number 9 of Todd Kemp. Rolling off fifth, it will be Joe Cooksey from Illinois driver in the number 51. And then starting sixth will be the Jailbreaker Potato Chip, number 11 machine from London, Kentucky. It'll be Jamie Mosley. Your seventh and eighth starter, it will be Kobe Evans from Iowa. That will be Parole, Iowa, in the number 68 Kimmel Racing Stable. And from Autisco, Indiana, the number 95 will be Kim Hahn. That will be your starting lineup for today's 25-lap event. And we first get to see a glimpse of the Eddie Gilstrap Motors Pace vehicle here today to lead the field to Green Flag Racing. This will be 25 laps, top 3, trackside, here in the Salem Speedway Super Cars. Now, a lot of people come up and ask, what is a Salem Speedway Super Car? We've been getting it online all day long. Basically, they are your old ARCA steel body race cars with a 602 power plant, cranking 350 horsepower up to 5,000 RPMs. That is exactly what these 602 engines do, and they are beautiful, beautiful race cars. More being built as we speak, so they will get ready for their 25-lap main event here at Salem Speedway, fueled by the Hoosier Lottery. And now, race fans, you're going to see that Pace vehicle pick up speed halfway down the track. That can only mean one thing. He will make the hard left-hand turn down PNC Pit Road. Shane Slider, Scott Melton, toe-to-toe. Here we go. The first time the 33-degree banking here at Salem Speedway roars to life. Shane Slider and Scott Melton toe-to-toe. And we are underway. Good start by Shane Slider. He enters turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they go. 25 laps, the distance. Shane Slider, he's going to be the first one to lead a lap in the Supercars in 2024. Hawk Harold Adams.
A nice way to start out the season right there for that 17 Slider. Looking good right there, going down the backstretch. We'll see if he can hold off the 69.
Down the back straightaway they go into turns number 3 and 4. Brian Rose trying to close the gap a little bit, exiting turns number 4. Right now, still Shane Slider on top of the board.
Those top 2 cars there pulling away just a little bit. 17 and the 69. Looking good so far early on.
Now we got a 2-car breakaway. Right now, Shane Slider up on the point. Here comes the Kimmel Racing Stable, number 69 of Brian Rose, exiting turns number 4. They go down the straightaway. Still Shane Slider leading this one.
Into turns 3 and 4, Slider in that 17 car looking good. The 69 Rose trying to track him down. Scott Melton in the 44 back here trying to catch up to your leaders.
So here we go. They go around turns 1 and 2. Great run by Shane Slider today. Todd Kemp, your overall fastest qualifier. Can't make much go. He's going to go down the back stretch. Right behind him is the Jailbreakers Potato Chips, Mosby's number 11.
5 laps complete now. Shane Slider looking awful strong, holding off the 69 right now. We'll see if he continue this on. Looking good so far.
Very impressive run today by the number 17 of Shane Slider. Brian Rose trying to do everything he can. Joe Cooksey gets a little bit loose right there in that 4th spot. Now we got a battle for the number 5 spot right now. Here comes Moby's number 11 underneath Todd Kemp. Trying to go. Here comes Joe Cooksey. He takes over the number 3 spot.
So just when we thought everybody was settled in there, we got some movement there in the back. So a couple cars shuffling around, some good racing. And we got the 6'9" Rose has closed in on your leader.
He has closed. We got a two-car battle for the number 1 spot. It is Brian Rose in the Kimmel Racing. He gets a good run outside, too. Side by side, he tries to go to the inside. He goes under Shane Sliders, number 17, trying to slip up the track just a hair. They touch. Here we go, outside turn 4. Who's it going to be? Still Shane Slider.
Slider trying to hang on that lead on the outside. There goes Rose. He's going to go back in underneath. So good job by Slider to hold off a good charge.
But Brian Rose coming on strong here later in the going. Down the back straightaway they go. Shane Slider still top of the board. Brian Rose, number 69. Joe Cooksey still holding on to the number 3 spot. Still Shane Slider.
Plenty of time left in this event. Rose decides to tuck in behind him and wait it out. But he knows, Slider knows that he is there, and he is right there looking for a way around Slider.
Good two-car battle. They head on over to turns number 3 and 4. Shane Slider looking for his first win in the Pro Crafters Salem Super Cars here at Salem Speedway. Joe Cooksey now, but we got a 3-battle shape-up for that number 4 spot right now. It's Scott Melton, Todd Kemp, and Mosby's number 11 tries to hold on to it.
Rose down to the inside and on the backstretch. Back once again, side by side, going into 3. Brian Rose now has a good run on the inside. Slider trying to hold him off on the outside. There he goes. Slider going to hold him off once again.
What a battle right now. Shane Slider, he has the preferred groove. It's the high side. Brian Rose down low. Down the back straightaway they go. 2 by 2 as they head off down to turns number 3 and 4. Shane Slider needs to hold on to the high side. Now Brian Rose is going to go high.
Two good runs there by Brian Rose in the 69 to try and take over that lead, but both times Shane Slider has held him off.
But here comes off exit. Here comes Brian Rose to the inside. Now over the halfway point, coming around. Here comes Brian Rose. He slides up. Shane Slider still holding position.
Brian Rose trying to get a run again, but Slider looking strong down the front stretch again, but this time Brian Rose hanging on inside.
What a battle here at Salem Speedway. Now, there you go, Brian Rose, new leader off turn 2. That's where he's best.
And Brian Rose slips up high and takes over that lead. Slider now going to try to stay right behind him, see if he can counter.
Shane Slider all over the back bumper. Here we go. Brian Rose stays out front right now, but Shane Slider not letting him get too far out. Next time by, going to be 10 more laps around Salem Speedway.
Really good battle up front. Brian Rose finally got that lead, but Shane Slider staying right there behind him, trying not to let him get away.
No doubt, good run by Shane Slider's number 17 team today. This should put him over the confidence moon in that number 17. 14 laps, 15 laps gone, only 10 laps to go. Now 9 laps to go this time by for the number 69 of Brian Rose. Here comes Shane Slider's number 17. Joe Cooksey doing a great job in 3rd.
Yeah, Joe Cooksey's got a good run on 3rd place right now, trying to catch up to the leaders before time runs out, but time is ticking away. But that 51 has a good run going right now.
Coming to 17 laps complete, looking at the rundown right now in that 3rd spot, it is Joe Cooksey. Scott Melton's number 41 goes 4th right now. Your overall fastest qualifier, Todd Kemp, in 5th in that number 9. And then looking on back, it is Mosby. That is the Mosby number 11 of Jamie in the Jailbreaker Potato Chips London, Kentucky native entry. He's been fighting that engine all weekend long, but hey, the battle for the lead not over. Here comes Shane Slider.
Yeah, Shane Slider is not letting Brian Rose get away. He is staying him right there in his sights, and he's looking down to the inside now.
This is a great battle from the get-go so far. Brian Rose still on point. Shane Slider in 2nd. While this is going on, Joe Cooksey's number 51 tries to reel him in.
Yeah, Cooksey really having a good run, really giving it all he's got to try to get up there and make it a 3-car battle. But Shane Slider putting the pressure on.
Race of the day so far, Shane Slider trying to catch up to the Brian Rose number 69. But while this is going on, Joe Cooksey's number 51 trying to reel him in.
He is definitely closing the gap as they come around to complete lap number 20. 5 to go.
5 to go. Shane Slider still looks to the inside. No avail going down the back straightaway. 4 more laps to go.
As they come around turns 3 and 4, we'll see what Slider's got. He's kind of looking to the inside. He is right there on the bumper as they come across. 4 to go.
Shane Slider all over the back bumper of Brian Rose, trying to do everything he can to get that position. They head on down the back straightaway. Shane Slider, they both switch up to the high side of the racetrack.
Shane Slider now again looking to the inside, coming out of 4. 3 to go this time around.
3 laps to go in the Salem Super Cars. How about this, race fans? Shane Slider on the inside. They exit turns 2 down the back straightaway.
They battle up front there. We'll see what happens. Joe Cooksey in the 51 trying to get up there and get in the battle as well, but time's running out.
2 laps to go for Brian Rose, 69.
Shane Slider now trying everything he's got. Time is really running out. He's got to do something here as they go into turns 3 and 4. They're going to see the white flag this time around. Brian Rose goes really high. Slider right there behind him. White flag waving. 1 lap to go. Slider now dumps down to the inside, trying to get a good run on Rose. Can't make it happen. Down the backstretch. He's right behind him. One more time, one more turn. Does Slider have anything for him? He's going to go to the inside and give it a whirl. They come out of 4, and your winner will be Brian Rose in the 68. Shane Slider second in the 17. Joe Cooksey third in the 51. Melton fourth in the 44. And Todd Kemp and Jamie Mosley. Colby Evans and Kim Hahn. So these Salem Super Cars really putting on a show here. Had a few cars last year, but now the car count's going up. And right there you have a great example of what these cars can do. A great battle up front with Brian Rose and Shane Slider. Put on a whale of a show the whole entire way. And we got Wild Will Greenwell down on the track. He's going to get some interviews with your top 3. So I'll send it down there now to you. Wild Will, go ahead, take it away, my man.
What a great race. We're going to get Brian Rose pulled into the victory lane, presented by Red Ball Recycling for the Kimmel Racing Stable number 69. And man, what a run by the number 17 team of Shane Slider and Joe Cooksey, the Illinois driver, finishing out the podium in that 3rd spot. And we'll let these drivers get out. We'll have them come up here for a quick interview before we get the Crown Vics lined up for the big track here this afternoon. We'll let the number 69 get a swig of water real quick, and we'll get them come up here by the fence for a quick interview. Crown Vic drivers on the big track, you should be making your way to staging, please. Crown Vics, you should be making your way to staging. Race fans, he's climbing out of the car. Let him hear you. Brian Rose parks it in victory lane. And we'll get Brian to come up here with us real quick. That way we don't cut him off for the interview. And what a race that was. That was fun to call. And we're going to get him up here. That way we can hear everything and not cut him off. But Brian, congratulations, my man. You come out here for the Pro Crafter Salem Super Cars. What a battle. You and Shane Slider battling out for that number 1 spot. You finally, it looks like off exit of turn 2, your car was better, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. First off, thank y'all to all the fans, man. A great Sunday. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Great show. I want to thank the 17 Shane. He ran me clean. We had good side-by-side racing. It's my first time here to Salem Speedway. First race I've ever run here.
Well, it's hard to tame the 33-degree banking high bank, so you did a good job there, my man. But, man, 69, Will Kimmel, the gang, who would you like to thank, man?
Yeah, the Kimmels have been a blessing to me. Will, Bill, they've accepted me in as their family, allowed me to run under their race shop. Been a lot of different places, run a lot of different races in my life, and so this is what I call the comeback for me. And I'm just grateful to start it here in my hometown in Louisville with all y'all Salem fans. I really appreciate y'all coming out today.
Well, there he is, your Salem Supercar winner, Brian Rose, and we'll get Shane Slider, your 2nd place car here today. And Shane, I talked to you coming into the pit area yesterday. You were like, well, I don't know. I'm excited. You were probably the most optimistic about this Salem Super Car series. You and Joe have been a big push for this series, and, man, that was probably the most fun I had in calling a race in a long time. But, man, congratulations on a second-place run.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just want to thank my friends and family in the stand, everybody that helps me out in the pits, my spotter Mark in the stands, Brian ran me clean. He was faster today.
Well, Shane, you have a lot of help that gets you here. And beautiful fluorescent yellow and blue car this year. I know it was fun racing with your dad out here as well. I know he had a ball from talking to him yesterday in the pit area. Man, who would you like to thank on that beautiful number 17?
I'd like to thank Derby City Epoxy. They're new this year. The hood sponsor, Pro Crafters, Blue Lick Backhoe Service, Hannafin Trucking, Totally Tinted, and Daddy Dale Motorsports.
Well, there he is, runner-up Shane Slider in second place, and we'll get the Illinois driver, Mr. Joe Cooksey. Joe, you and I talked when we had about 3 of these cars. You said, give it time. You know, this is a slow process. And, man, this is cool to see more than 3 cars out here. Heck, with 3 cars, it was fun, and more's being built. So this is a fun class getting ready to take off here at Salem Speedway.
There's a dozen I know of right now, so now this class is coming. How about Shane Slider? Boy, did a good job there. Brian did a decent job, so that was a good race. It was fun to watch. I couldn't get close enough to be in it.
But it was clean. You know, you don't hear that a lot. But who would you like to thank on that 51? I always enjoy watching you race out here.
Well, my brother and my nephew Nick are here. That's our whole team, guys. We're 3 of us, and we all work our butts off to be here.
Well, there he is, Joe Cooksey, third-place run. Race fans, let's give all of these drivers a round of applause. And Hawk Harold Adams, back up to you.
Thank you, Will Greenwell. Fantastic show there by the Salem Super Cars, really showing what they can do and what the future is of this division. Really growing in leaps and bounds and really showing they can really put on a good show. And look forward to many more great shows to come here in that division. As we switch gears now to the Crown Vics on the big track.